Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I'm going to regret this so much. Oh, I'm gonna do it, I think. I'm here in Orlando, and if you recognize that behind me, I'm here at SeaWorld Orlando. Now, I've been to this park once before, and that was several years ago, and it was the week right after Thanksgiving, so the park was dead. Mako had opened up not too long earlier, so I just marathoned Mako basically the entire day. Got a couple of the other rides so I could say I can do them. But yeah, there was no one in the line, so it was just stay on and keep riding. So I'm here on a work trip and went, let's sneak in a trip to the theme parks. About to wait in line for Manta. I think I rode this once before. Yes, I did. I remember because it folded my back weird, just like flyers kind of do. It wasn't too bad on Superman recently or Tatsu, so let's check this one out. And it's a little bit of a beefy wait, but let's be honest, it's spring break, so it's gonna be a pretty long wait regardless. I like Manta, I do. And there's some excellent parts of it, and I'm sure I'll do a ride review coming up, but it does fold my back. And the biggest thing is, there's parts where it's like, okay, I can manage through. But the issue I have with B&M flyers as a whole is, unlike Vekoma, which have their own issues, but unlike Vekoma, which puts you on your back to go up the lift hill, and afterwards to rest when you're waiting for the brake run to go into the station, you can be sitting there for a while. With B&M, you're just on your flight, and that's where it just hurts so much. And yes, it's a good ride. There are several great elements, but it is a huge flaw in the ride, and well, I probably won't be doing it again. Also, I have a penguin interaction coming up. I decided to splurge a little bit. I love penguins, and I can touch a penguin, so why not? Now, it was 80 bucks, so maybe that's why not, but hey, I didn't have to pay to get down here, so make the most of it that way, I guess. Last time I was here, it was pick your seat and stay on it as long as you wanted because there was no one else in line. Today, a bit longer. Still shorter than Manta, so shorter line than Manta is definitely not bad, but definitely not as good as where it was 50 rides in a day back before I even started the channel. Still my favorite B&M invert. I love Mako. It's a fantastic ride. I'll have a full ride review of it coming up in a future video, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can check that out. But yes, I love this ride. And is it perfect? No, but it's definitely very, very good, and I'll get into that in my full ride review. But yes, I love that ride. It's fantastic. Now, I think it's time for my penguin encounter.
Are going to be one of 18 different species of penguin that you can find in the world. They are one of 6 that you can find here at SeaWorld Orlando. That's actually an affectionate behavior, so he's not aggressive at you at all.
I petted a penguin. Yeah, the penguin interaction. I have thoughts, and I'll have a video on about it, whether it's worth it and all of that. I have thoughts. Kind of mixed reviews, but it was definitely good, and it was fun to pet a penguin. So yeah, there's at least that, and I'll have that video coming up. Now, time to go catch out Icebreaker, or at least see what the wait time is. How I said it was a busy day. 160 minutes for Icebreaker, and the quick queue is full. So thankfully my first ride on Icebreaker was without the comfort collars. The harnesses are a little awkward, the leg restraints suck, the capacity is trash, the ride is really fun. It is a good, fun family ride that's unique and entertaining. The spike on the background, what you'll see behind me, that when I was in the back row, which is what they recommended, and my experience, I recommend that as well. When you go over, there's a little bump into that area, up into the spike. You pop out of your seat, you go up, you get some forces thrown on you. It's fantastic, and then you get air times on the other side, popping up and over the hills and the little bunny hills. The launch sequence, which is what makes the capacity terrible, is also what makes the ride really fun. So the 160-minute wait, yeah, that kind of fits for it because, yikes, it can only run like one train, or it's only running one train. I don't know if it can run another, even best case scenario, but its capacity is. But the ride is an excellent family ride. Now the new water ride legitimately looks awesome, but it's not cold, but it's not hot. It's warmed up. It used to be a little chilly this morning, that's why I have the jacket. But I don't know if it's warm enough to get on a thing that's going to make me soaked. It does look pretty awesome. I might check it out later, I might not, because it's also a 80-minute wait right now, so it's not 80 minutes worth of wait hot. So maybe I'll come back to it later. It's a bit busy today, clearing up as the night goes on, but use that time to go see some fish and sharks and all of that. We're at the aquarium area, and yeah, there was a line for the backup to go into the shark tank. Now I don't know how common that is, but yeah, it was a bit of a line. Almost 7:30 and it looks like the park is really clearing out, so hopefully that means the last hour and a half is some good ride time. Sun is starting to set and I'm hoping to get a night ride in on Mako for sure. So I also need to get a ride in on Kraken to add that to this year's coaster tally because it's already becoming quite a list. So I walked by Infinity Falls. I'm sure it's a walk-on because when the sun has gone down, even though it's not completely set, the temperature has dropped. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I'm going to regret this so much. Oh, I'm gonna do it, I think. I might be talked out of it by my own brain on the walk, but as of right now, I think I'm gonna do it. Now you're not gonna get to see my Infinity Fall ride because that's gonna be its own separate video because I was a lot. I went over the top a lot and it was fun. It's a good ride and I'm cold now, but you're gonna wanna hit that subscribe button because you're not gonna wanna miss that video because me and two other random people just got a little cold. Let's put it that as cold. No ride on Kraken this trip. Went to get in line, ride is down, so guess I'm not gonna be able to cross that off the list. But if I get in line, does it count? Probably not. Now the last hour in the park, plan is real simple. Get as many rides in on Mako as possible, then get in line for Icebreaker right before the park closes so I can go ride that. One thing I forgot to add, I rode this ride 50 times coming into today, 2 more now, but never at night. So time for the first night ride, and it's a walk-on. 3 night rides so far on Mako. Absolutely love this ride. Back row at night is spectacular. Got a front row ride in, also good, back is better. And then reshuffled into another row, circling around to go get another back row ride in on. And I think I'm gonna end up just staying at Mako and skipping over Icebreaker because, I mean, Mako's the better ride and there's no line. So let's just keep marathoning this. 70-minute wait earlier in the day to ride Mako, and then in 50 minutes just rode 10 times. Didn't have to get off on the last several, only had to get off twice and then just to walk around back row time and time again. Oh, the second airtime hill is just favorite part of that ride. I'll have a full ride review like I said earlier. Excellent way to end the night. I'm very glad I stuck with this one. Not that I wouldn't have enjoyed going on Icebreaker, but this ride is better and I enjoy this one. And with no line, just being able to marathon it for the last hour, it's fun, it's relaxing, and it's fun. That wraps up this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated if you do. Hit the like, share, and yes, you're not gonna wanna miss my whitewater rafting Infinity Fall ride here where, yes, I go high voice. Thanks for watching and enjoy.